Hello there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from my happy place, the Yarn Corner here on the west coast of Canada. How are you all doing? I hope you're well and staying safe on this sunny Sunday. It's sunny where we are. We have had a couple of grey days, almost a whole week of grey days and rainy, but this weekend has been wonderfully sunny. So it is Sunday, October the 5th, 2025, and I'm jumping in here quickly today because I have a small window of time to do a recording on some gifts that were generously bestowed on me. So I've shown a few things in my last video, which dropped recently, and I want to say thank you to the people who commented on that video. It's always encouraging to read your comments and find out what's going on in your crafting life as well. So thank you for telling me a little bit about your crafting journey too, stories on patterns or yarn that you're just discovering for the first time. That really keeps my fire burning to create these videos and keep the conversation and connection happening. So I want to say thank you so much. And if you're just crossing this channel for the very first time, I want to welcome you. This is a channel I've set up to talk about all of my yarny adventures. That's in knitting, crochet. I talk about my acquisitions like yarn, tools of my crafts, all that sort of wonderful stuff. So if that's of interest, please do stick around. So this particular video, as I mentioned, we'll be talking about some generous gifts that were bestowed on me. A couple weeks back, a friend from the channel came to visit my way and we spent 2 days together chit-chatting, crafting, eating fine food, and just catching up. So this friend, Karen Miller, sent me, or well, she didn't send me, she brought with her so many gifts. So she's downsizing her collection, her yarn collection, and she decided to gift me some of the yarn that she was not going to be able to take on to her next part of her journey. And I want to say thank you for thinking of me. This is just amazing. I showed a few featured items in my last video that I dropped, a book and some drying mats, but in amongst that there was yarn, some baskets that were crocheted, as well as some tea that was generously gifted to me. So shall we look at the yarn? Now I'm going to break this into 2 videos because there is a lot and there is an array of yarn. So there's numbers of skeins in different varieties, different brands. So rather than sort of bogging down a lot in one go, I'm going to show you these 2 bags that are held in a beautiful basket here. So this basket was made by Karen. I absolutely love it. There's some sparkle in there too. I'm not sure whether you're seeing that, but in describing this, Karen did mention to me she held multiple strands of yarn together and created a nice basket. I thought that's very sturdy to hold all of these wonderful yarns. And I've got 2, maybe they're the Mary Maxim kind of like baggies that if you have a kit, like if you have a club that you join, I've seen these coming out of Mary Maxim, like whether it's the mystery clubs or if they have some kits. So that does look like one of their bags, or 2 I should say, because there's 2 bags. So I open up the first one here. I'm just pulling them out and I'm seeing lots of beautiful yarn in here. Some I've seen before and some are new to me. Okay, so here's the first one that I pulled out. I've seen this yarn, but I don't think I've ever used it. It's from Lion Brand and it's their fisherman's wool. A little toothy, so it's a pure wool, but I have a lot of pure wool yarn in my collection. This will be a nice counterpart that will allow me to do some color work. Now it's part of a full skein, so I don't know whether it's all in there. I will read here, it is 227 grams, offering up 465 yards or 425 meters. It's classified a worsted or a full weight yarn. I think that's very accurate there on the grading and classification. Nice sort of, I'm going to say easy twist. I wouldn't say it's too tight. It's got some give in it, so elasticity in there, which is nice. And I've never used it before. What are they saying here on the ball band? Okay, the care instructions are 40 degrees Celsius hand wash. So that would be a probably cold to warm water, and lay flat to dry. So do not tumble dry is the care instructions. Made in India. The colorway that you're seeing here is called Ecru. So an off-white color. And there's a bit of a halo to it. Softness factor, if I'm grading it in my range of 1 to 5, 5 being the softest, this would be sitting just below average, so it's a little prickly, and I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 for softness. But I have yarn, as I mentioned, enough with that kind of raw tooth quality, and I think this will make a great pairing to those yarns. Good for sweaters. If you're needing to wear like multiple layers, I would say an undergarment is required to set this against your skin. And yeah, I love it. So the ingredients of this says here, I think it might be just 100% wool. Yeah, 100% wool. Yep. Love that. Oh, knitting needle and hook size recommendation is, let's see if I can read this. It says 5mm hook and what looks to be, it must be a 5mm set of knitting needles as well. So yeah, I would say that's a good sort of rating for what hook and needle size to use. Again, I have used this yarn before, not in this natural colorway, but in other colors, and it's their Briggs and Little. That's a Canadian mill, and they mill their own yarn as well. I don't know exactly where they are, maybe in Ontario somewhere, and it's their Heritage 2-ply, which I believe, even though it says it's 2-ply, that to me looks to be a 4 worsted. And when they say 2-ply, I think maybe they mean that there's strands, 2 different strands that have been twisted are then twisted again within this variety of yarn. And it's kind of like it has a nice textured quality to it. So it's not really a flat twist, it's kind of a bubbly twist. And what else can I tell you? It says it's 4 ounces, which translates to, what is that in grams? It says here 113 grams, and it's 100% pure wool. What else can I tell you? It's called Washed White. The color number is 02, and I'm just noticing that it's getting very dark in this room here. The sun just seems to be setting. If I was rating this out of 5, this is definitely more rustic than the other one, so I'm going to give this one a 1.5 to a 2 for softness factor. I have made sweaters with this, and I do need to wear undergarment with this yarn here, but again, a great color choice to make. And I do have more Briggs and Little in the Heritage collection that I can use in colorways or sweaters. Seems to be the thing that I'm in right now is sweaters. Okay, I have used this yarn before, and I'm very thrilled about it. I did make a sweater which was from, I believe the pattern was called the Fitzgerald, and the designer name is Ellison. Alice, I think. I will correct myself down in the description box. Whatever patterns that I name, I'll leave them down below in the description box so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, Tangier yarn is a collection brought out by Cascade, and this is in lovely earthy colors. I love this one. The sweater that I made was more in the blues, teals, and a little bit of sandy color, so I'm going to say an off-white tan. And this colorway that you're seeing here is, it gives me a number 10, and this is a hand wash lay flat to dry. In one of these balls I am getting, what am I getting? Okay, 100 grams, which offers up 200 meters or 220 yards. The component in this fiber component is 42 silk, 19% acrylic, and 17% rayon, 12% cotton. So there's rayon from bamboo, cotton, acrylic, and silk. I think it's wonderful. It has a Noro look. The texture of this one, for those components, you would think that would be kind of like maybe at the rawest kind of silk and cotton, it would sit somewhere high. I'm going to say yes, it's not as rough as the past two that I just rated. Out of 5, I'm going to give this a 3.5. So sitting just above average for softness, and I love those colors. So how many balls did I get? I got 2, 3, 4, and what looks to be part, I think this might be a full one, 5 as well. From memory, I got my one from Little Knits, and they were selling them by the bags at a really good price. And I may have used, I'm going to say closer to 7 for a oversized pattern of the Fitzgerald, which was a pullover. So I think with the 5 that I have here, I probably could do a top with shorter sleeves, or in another instance, I could make some type of long blanket, like a half a shawl, half a blanket. I think that would work well with a nice, easy, relaxed stitch. Okay, let's see. Can I actually do this all on my lap without anything falling off my lap? Yes, I've used this one as well. It's called Rock and Roll by Gazelle, and this was a yarn Hobbyum used to sell in the day. I'm not sure whether they still sell this yarn. No, I'm not affiliated with Hobbyum yarn, but Gazelle, I got 3 of these. It's a, let's have a look. It looks to me like it's a kind of like a DK, almost a, I'm going to say almost a worsted weight yarn. It's really shiny, and it is a chainette constructed yarn, and it looks like the fibers might be blown on there. So the chainette construction or a tube constructed yarn has that metallic-y look with the fuzz that makes it really, really soft. Softness scale of this one definitely is a 3.5. It's feeling lovely out of 5. So Gazelle Rock and Roll, I'm seeing here that there are 50 grams in each ball, which offers up 125 yards or 115 meters. So in that I have 375 yards. So I think that could make a nice color kind of pattern as well. Perhaps maybe a one skein wonder like the Sophie's scarf, or there's another scarf that's very much like Sophie Scarf called All the Good Things, and I have the pattern, it's free. I think that would be a really lovely like flash of color, whatever garment that you're wearing and you want to just top it up with some accessory. This would be a beautiful mini scarf that wraps around, and it's lovely against the skin. Okay, what else do I have here? Oh, I know what this one is. It's Shawl in the Ball, or Shawl in the Cake, I should say. There's Shawl in the Cake there from Lion Brand. And look at that color. Very earthy. I'm seeing browns and tans in there. It's a sparkly variety, because I know that the Shawl in the Ball or Shawl in the Cake were either with the sparkle or without the sparkle. And what can I tell you about this one? You probably have seen it. I don't know whether it's on the market anymore though. I think Lion Brand had a big, huge sale with it being discontinued a few years back. So it's kind of a keepsake yarn. It is 150 grams in the cake, offering up 481 yards or 440 meters. It's considered a 4-weight yarn. Yeah, it says here 4-weight yarn. I'm going to say that's quite a thin 4-weight yarn, more of a DK weight in in the look of it at first glance. There's how it works out. So it's a very fade-like material that it makes. And yeah, so care instructions, I can't really read the writing. It's very, very small. Now I've opened up the blinds, it feels like a whole complete different video. And I'm noticing, because the ray of sun's coming in, stirring up a bit of the fibers in the air. So you might see some things floating around. That's just the fibers from the bags of yarn that I'm opening up and I'm moving around in the room. So yeah, going back to, wow, that blows that out. Lime Brand in this beautiful colorway. I'm going to give you some details on what I'm seeing here. So, okay, I gave you the weight and the distance. So it's saying here it's 61% cotton, 34% acrylic, and 5% other fibers, which is probably the stellina flashy stuff that's in here. It says here it's machine wash on gentle, lay flat to dry. And the measurements of knitting needles and crochet hook. Knitting needles is 5mm and crochet hook is 6mm. Yeah, I have used this. The colorway is called Namaste Neutrals, and I haven't used this colorway, but I did use one which was in the colorway, I can't remember, it was a gray, white and black one. And that was really nice. I put it in a scarf. Wow, look at those rays coming through. This is quite stunning. Yeah, thank you, Karen, for that. And also a note that Karen did purchase and gift me this wonderful accessory, which is the magnifying glass, because my eyes aren't very good with this, with the fine print that they put on these labels. Very, very small. Okay. This is a bag of cotton that I believe was in a kit of some nature. So I'm seeing lots of greens in here, which is my favorite color. I'll just pull one out because there are all different multiples of colors in there. I'm going to say there's like a lime green, more citrus green, lime green. There seems to be a Cali green. What am I holding? This is like aqua or a sea glass, and then more bluish green. Oh, that's kind of a bit blue. No, I'm going to say it's green, and then more of an evergreen. So really nice cotton, and it's from Mary Maxim. It's called Pure Cotton. They're considering this a 1 weight, so yeah, I'm going to agree. That's kind of like a 1 weight. Oh, okay, let's stay back here. It's a 1 weight, it's very fine. Again, says here knitting needles, but no crochet hook, 2.75mm. Wow, that's knitting needles. Those are small knitting needles. Care instructions are to machine wash in cold water, lay flat to dry. What else can I tell you? Okay, this particular colorway is called Greens Vert in French, and it's made in Turkey. I think they probably all have the same colorway name. Let's have a look. Yes, it says greens on all of them. Softness factor on this cotton. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a nice cotton. I could wear that against my skin, but I'm not sure. Maybe all of them together make up some type of larger piece. I'm thinking if it's like a throw cover kind of style, you know, it's hot out there and they just you want to make something that has more of a meshy quality, then this might be the one for you, because it is quite a thin yarn. But yes, love it. Thank you. I've got a whole series in there. I don't know whether it gives me 25 grams, and it offers up 115 yards or 105 meters. Altogether might make a nice shawl that has some type of sectional gradient to it. And I have a shawl pattern that was gifted to me by Kaye Adolphson, and that was I've forgotten what the name is now, but it's like a big circular camera shutter, and it has sectionals in it that I've been thinking of doing, and I've put aside yarn for it as well. So I think this would make a nice one as well. Okay, next is a pack here of Pima cotton, and I hear that this Pima cotton is one that is the softest cottons that you could feel. So I'm going to take a look. It's from Lime brand, and let's open up this bag. I think there might be a, yes there is, a little pull area. Oh no, I'll open up this hole that's already in there a little wider, and it's in the greens as well. I love that. That is stunning. And yes, it's soft. It's very, very soft, velvety soft. And I think this would make a great garment for wearing against your skin. It doesn't necessarily need to be made into kitchen like towels or kitchen hand towels or dishcloth. This is way better for that. So definitely garments, and it's a variegated yarn. It's called Sea Glass 4-weight yarn. I would agree, it looks quite thick, and the twist on it is relatively, I'm going to say it's an easy twist. It's not very, very tight. There's no sheen to this cotton. It's quite a nice matte finish. And here I'm going to need this again for the recommended size suggestion on implement. We have knitting needles 6mm, and the crochet hook looks to be 6.5mm. So that's quite a drapey fabric, I guess, if they're thinking of using this for garments. 100% cotton, and in this ball I'm getting 85 grams, offering up 157 yards or 144 meters. And the care instructions are to machine wash in gentle, and you can tumble dry. Yeah, where are you made? It's called Lime brand Pima cotton, and it's made in Turkey. So I have 3 balls of that in that beautiful sea glass colorway. For me, I think this is probably going to be also another mini scarf or kerchief that can fit as an accessory around a garment. Maybe again, it could make a Linus Shawl or another type of pattern like the Sophie Scarf. I think that will work really nicely. You'll get that nice variegated, doing some interesting textural things as well, which is lovely. So love that. We're getting down to the bottom now of the first bag, and I've got 2 packs of, whoa, just fell out, 2 packs of Fair Isle Harbour yarn in this green here. Ooh. This is what I would call the felt that is on top of a billiard table. You know, the green felt that they use? I'm not sure what color that is, but that's what it reminds me of. And I got 2 packs, and in each pack there are 3 skeins or 3 balls of it, and that will give me 6 all up. Just making doubly sure that they are the same colors. And yes, that looks like the same color. So I'm getting here a number for the color. It's 1545. Just there. And that's the Fair Isle Harbour. It's considered a 2-weight yarn. Again, light print on a light background. So I'm going to have to use my magnifying glass here. They're suggesting to use knitting needles 3mm, crochet hook 4.5mm. It is machine washable in cold and gentle dry clean. Do not bleach, do not tumble dry. Must be lay flat to dry. Yep. 2, which is sport weight, and what else do I see on here? I'm seeing here it's 50% cotton viscose from bamboo, and what's the other 50? It does not tell me. It just says 50% cotton. Oh, 50% cotton, 50% viscose from bamboo, made in China. And in this ball, I am getting 100 grams, offers up 321 yards or 293 meters. So I have enough here for the Yume Polo sweater, which is a knit project. And I absolutely love that. I'm sort of working my way through the first time. There's so many interesting new construction techniques for me in that pattern, and that's by Markus Knits, and that will cover another one of those. It's a short sleeve polo shirt. Okay, next up are 3 balls. Oh, there's a little bit of that, little bit left over of that rock and roll in that nice color. It's a beautiful kind of reddish brown color, rust color. I love it. So again, maybe a pop of color in a small neckerchief. And this one here, I got 3, I can't count, of the Lion Brand LB collection, which is Lion Brand's collection, and it's merino silk cotton in this lovely, is it denim-y blue? I think it's like a denim-y blue color. An old pair of like stonewashed jeans or something. I love that. Okay, I've forgotten to give you the test of the feel of it. Now that Harbour yarn, which is the cotton and viscose from bamboo blend, that was super soft and cool to touch. So I'm going to give that one a 4 out of 5 for softness. Very soft. This one here, it has a soft value to it as well. Definitely not the feel of the bamboo, because that gives it a nice cool quality. This is more warmer to touch, and I would say out of 5 that this rates probably a 3. So it's up there. It's very delicate. I could wear that against my skin with no issues whatsoever. Now, what color do I have here in the 3? I'll just put that bag down. Let's take a look. Now, I find that the LB collection on all of their labeling is extremely small to read with the naked eye. I always have issues with reading it on my own. So this yarn is 50% merino, 25% silk, 25% cotton. It's rated A1, which is a fingering weight. I would agree. It's quite a light twist and a very fine yarn. Hand wash and lay flat to dry are the care instructions. What else can I tell you? Recommended knitting needles are, oh, what does it say here? Oh, it's this way. Ooh, it gives me stitches for 4 inches. I don't see it. I see the symbols, but no recommended crochet hook or knitting needle size. And the color is, where is the color? I don't even see it. Okay, the ball is 50 grams, offering up 191 yards or 175 meters, and it's a product made in Turkey. Maybe the color's on this side. Yes, it is. Okay, the color is turquoise. I love that. So I got 3 of those. I don't know what I'd make with this. It's a beautiful color. I think something along the lines, again, if I'm thinking it's like the cotton merino silk, maybe some mittens would be nice. It seems like it would wear well and have great stitch definition. So if I wanted to do some mittens with some patterns or cabling, this will be a great candidate for that. It's light enough as well so that I could see some lace work happening in it, cabling, or textures like a seed stitch. So these would work really nice. Okay, so that's bag number 1. Now, moving right on to bag number 2. Oh, I just saw some things in this bag as well that I'll show. So, bag number 2 here, all the neutral tones and skin tones. I'm seeing lots of the yarn that sort of can be used all together in a project. And I do recall Karen saying that she bought a kit that was the 2 of Wands, maybe the Skein Tones collection, and it was to do a blanket, and I think this is the yarn for that. Apart from these two, these look like they're being added on top. I have used this yarn. It's really nice. It's the Red Heart It's a Wrap, and I got 2 cakes of this. It's a wrap in this wonderful bluish, and then it sort of goes into teal, and then into a dark, I'm going to say that that's kind of like almost a navy, could be, let's see what color it's called here. It's called Action. That's a good name for it. It's very very kind of like impactful. And what can I tell you? Oh, I might need this thing again. Hang on a moment. This is considered a superfine #1 or fingering weight yarn. It is, what's the ingredients? 50% cotton, 50% acrylic. In this 200 gram cake, I'm getting 1,100 yards or 1,006 meters. And it's recommending here to use a crochet hook size of 3.25 or a knitting needle size of 2.75. Machine washable in cold, gentle cycle and dry flat. It says here, do not bleach and do not dry clean, iron, or they must also say do not tumble dry, but yes, do not tumble dry. Action, and you are made in, where you come from? Let's have a look. Nope. I don't see any place of manufacturing here. China. It's made in China. Now, softness of this one, I'm going to say it's very soft. So I would say that you could make a cover-up wrap in this if you wanted to make a beach cover-up, say for a bathing suit, sort of like attire. You could also do a, if I'm putting them together, that's enough to make a sorry, not, what are they called? Yaga shawl, or a shawl that has the need for 1,100 yards, yes, or more, and something with bubbles and texture would look really nice with this. I'm really keen on these colors lately, especially that center one there. And also Pixel likes it too. She's barking downstairs. I think there's some walkers going by. And these are all the Skein Tones, which is from Lion brand. Now, are you part of another? No, it's not. I thought it might have been associated with another designer, but it's saying here Skein Tones, basic stitch, anti-peel, acrylic yarn, and it's from Lion brand. 100% acrylic, machine wash, gentle cycle, tumble dry is, is recommended. Wow, holy smokes. Okay, that sun's gonna go soon. There's a tree there that it has to travel through. Okay, so what else can I tell you? 100 grams, offering up 185 yards, 170 meters, and it is made in, let me see. I don't have a, did I already say? I don't know, the sun distracted me. Oh, here we go. Made in India. It's a lovely, lovely yarn. So this color that I have, they the same? Yeah, they look the same. This is the darkest one of the set that I have, and it looks like I've got 3 of these. And this one is called Cocoa. Let me just double check, make sure that that's true for both. Yep, Cocoa. So I got 3 of those. I may have 3 of each of these colors just by guessing. This one is kind of like the second darkest in the set, and this one is called Truffle. Lovely color. The next darkest one is probably this variety here, and this one is called Hazelnut. That's probably closest to my skin. Hazelnut. Is this also a hazelnut? Yeah, I think I got like 3 of each. No, this is cedarwood. That one there. That one looks to be darker. That's the other one for my... Oh no, that's nutmeg. So I have a whole bunch of different colors, and then this is the lightest one of the bunch. This is called ivory. Oh, wow. I have one more here that looks like a different color as well, which is my second lightest. And this one is almond. I don't know. I think I'm somewhere between an almond and a hazelnut. So yeah, I love them. The softness value of this one, I like it. It's a little crunchy when you kind of like squeeze it, but that might be just the coating for the anti-peeling. I noticed a lot of other acrylic anti-peeling yarns have that similar kind of like coating around them, and it's nice and shiny. It's a very neat yarn. The twist on it's easy, kind of medium, and I'm going to give this softness factor out of 5 a 2.5. So it sits right in the middle, and to maybe a little higher, so 2.5 to 3. So it's a soft, average to soft yarn. Those are amazing. Now I have to say, I like the idea of a blanket using all of these skin tone colors, but I want to put, because I love color so much, I want to put a pop of some type of really bright fluorescent or neon color with it. I'm thinking I could choose a few skeins that would introduce into this a bit of dynamic, a bit of tension, and that will jazz up the neutrals just that little bit extra, I think. So that is all of the yarn in that one basket, but I do have some things that I noticed that were tucked in there, and I'm not sure whether I knew that they were here. Perhaps maybe Karen Miller did say something to me about them being in here, but Tunisian is a style of crochet that I haven't done much of. I've just done the simple stitch practice before with some really cheap bamboo type Tunisian hooks, and it's been a difficult go for me, but Karen did supply me with wonderful books that teach you lessons on like how to do basic stitch and tricks. And also last time she came to visit, she gave me a set of better quality bamboo Tunisian hooks, and so this is part of the extras that will go in with that set, and I can use the I think they're called the cables, like the Tunisian cables that will screw onto the ends. So I got myself a K or a 6.5 or an L, which is 8mm, 6.5mm and an 8mm crochet hook or Tunisian crochet hook. I absolutely love all of this. I don't know what's going on with that sun there. It's really making everything quite washed out. I love it all. So I want to say thank you so much again for this generous gift. And I can see myself making all the smaller projects with all these wonderful yarns. A couple of other items which will be bigger will be some more tops that I have enough yarn for, and pairing the yarns that I've mentioned in the beginning with collections that I have that are more of the rustic kind of style wool to make sweaters, which I'm on a kick right now doing. So thank you. With that, I'll leave you some more footage of what's going on in my area right now at the river that's by our house, and the salmon are coming up again to spawn, and it's a very spectacular time of year. So I'm going to share some footage. You would have seen something up front with it, and there's more to come, which will close this video out, and I'll see you in the next one with basket number 2, which holds bag 3 and 4 from Karen in the next video. Bye for now.